Living in the valley. Living in the valley. Relationships, current events, dream interpretations. We cover them and many more. There's so much in store. If you want to know everything happening in the valley, all we do is talk about every day. Living in the valley. Come on and tune in to every day. Living in the valley. All we do is talk about every day. Living in the valley. Come on and tune in to every day. Living in the valley.
Welcome to Everyday Living in the Valley, where I'm your host, Jess Alex.
And I'm your host, Mr. Distinguished. Relationships, current events, dream interpretations. We cover this and so much more here in the Valley. For more information on what's happening in the Valley, you can always visit our website at truevibes.net. That's TRU, the word vibes.net.
If you like the content that we are producing, feel free to like our Facebook page and our TikTok page, Everyday Living in the Valley. And we would like to remind you of your chance to enter our Valley giveaway. Details on that coming up. But let's talk about taking a life inventory of yourself.
Right. You know, we live in a much linear society where we just move forward. But I guess we don't sometimes take the time to sit down and, take inventory of ourselves.
Absolutely.
Our mental health, our emotional, all of that. So, I don't know. That's a really good topic.
You know what? I think that's one of the things that, as a human, it's very hard to do, is take inventory of yourself. And that also not just involve your mental status, but your accountability.
Right.
Sometimes we get caught up in the world of how people are going to perceive us. So we live through other people. We try to live or be what other people want us to be. But I think you have to be your true, authentic self. That is most important. That goes into your mental, because once you're living your truth, people can see that, okay, this is who this person is, but you can also feel that within yourself and know, I am being nobody but me.
Right. So we get busy, the kids, school, work.
Absolutely.
Husband, wife.
All of it.
But I guess at some point in time, you had to sit there and take yourself into consideration, right?
Sometimes that's hard to do too. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it and be like, okay, life be life. And we say that a lot. I think we say that every episode, life be life. But sitting down and really reflecting on things and seeing that you need to slow down. Sometimes some people feel like they can't. And really you can. You can take time for yourself, and you can actually develop a habit of where you are protecting your peace, because your peace is everything. You can't do that without being peaceful. You really can't. You're going to be in turmoil because you're just trying to do everything and be everything for everybody except for yourself. So you have to do that.
And how would you say is the best, strategy for someone to take inventory of themselves? Is there a right or wrong way to do it?
No, it's by that particular person, their standards and what they feel like is important to them. Because what's important to me may not be important to you.
Right.
And what's important to you may not be important to me. So for me, I would say that involves me just slowing down. Mm-hmm. Because it's always go, 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 go. And I got to do this. The kids got to go here, and we have to do this, and we have to go, and we got to do this. I got to work, and I got to do this, and I got to hold this up. But then, oh, wait a minute. What about Alex? And then you feel like you don't overextended yourself in.
Yeah.
And then it's like you're having a breakdown because panic setting in and anxiety coming in, and then depression come in because you feel like you're not living up to what you're supposed to be.
Right.
And who is to say what is a good person and what is not a good person?
One of my things that I just don't want to happen with me is that I get to the age of 60 and 70 and just start living then. right in the retirement.
Listen, that ain't it.
That is not the way.
I could definitely tell you there are people who are in their 50s and 60s, and then it's like, I don't work. Like they don't work. Like I know some people who are in their 30s and 40s, y'all, and they don't believe in taking vacations and just doing stuff. Like I gotta make money.
Yeah.
Yes, I understand that. Yes, you do have to make money and you want to live comfortable, but you also gotta live. So you gotta take time. And let me tell you something. One thing that Alex is gonna do, she gonna live.
She gonna live, and you gonna go on vacation.
I'm gonna go on a vacation.
And we say this many times. One way to, I guess, take inventory or accountability of where you at in life is to take yourself out.
Absolutely.
And get a different perspective of what's going on.
Spend time with those who matter to you the most. And that has to be people who also feel the same way about you. Not you trying to make someone be something that they just not capable of being.
Not reciprocated.
No. I was going to say that, but then I knew I was going to screw up that word.
Listen,
so I didn't say it. I just left it over there.
I had to practice it a couple of times in my head.
I didn't even say it. Y'all, I was going to say that.
Like,
and I was like,
there's a word for this. Oh,
it is. I wanted to say it. Here go me reciprocated. So I didn't say it. I said, I ain't for the such thing with a 10-foot pole.
I would have messed it up if I didn't practice it.
Y'all, but I'm like, for real. We have to do better, I think, as our own individual self. That is holding yourself accountable for things that are going to be for you.
Right.
And actually surrounding yourself around people who are truly for you. Like, that's so important. I had to learn that. Now, this is the one. I had to learn that forgiveness is everything.
Right.
It is not about me forgiving you because I feel like you wronged me or you did this, but that's my peace. That is actually my peace. My peace is you did what you did, but I forgave you, and therefore I am moving forward with life. Because that is myself taking the inventory of what I need for myself.
And sometimes, while you're taking this inventory, you have to forgive yourself for things as well, too.
Absolutely. For the mistakes that you made, the same grace that you give to others and you allow people, you be like, oh, that's okay. Because we say that a lot, right? Somebody be like, dang, my bad, I'm sorry.
When it comes to ourselves.
And then it comes to ourselves, you be like, dang, I'm stupid. Or don't say that. Don't say stuff like that about yourself because you're not stupid. We all make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. And also believe this, do not judge yourself according to people control content that they put online. Because everybody's going to put that they happy and it's going to be smiles and everything's going to be great.
Right.
That's not life, baby.
And what we can see, like, especially in the entertainment business.
Ooh, listen.
When we have a set idea of how somebody's going,
or how relationships.
Yep.
And folks just fall apart.
And they just fall apart.
Oh my God. Like,
especially in Hollywood.
Yes. Who was that? As a matter of fact, Young Jeezy and Jeannie Mai, right? They're getting divorced. Well, he filed for divorce, and everybody was just like, "Oh my God,
didn't see this coming."
2 weeks ago, she posted this lovely post about her husband and their family and how proud of him she is, and all. And I'm like, that's why I never base my relationship off nobody. You will never hear me do that. You know what? My relationship is my own relationship goal. That's it. Be your own goal.
Right.
Do not try to live up to anybody else because they just control what you see.
Right.
Yes. Believe that.
I guess we're all content creators in a way.
Absolutely. I think we all, you know what? We can all come together and win. That's what it's about. Like, when you take inventory of your life and you look at things and you look at what you want to do, like if it's a podcast you want to start it.
Start it.
If you want to do a blog. If you want to vlog on trips and just do all type of random videos, do it. You want to do a skit, do that too. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. Just do it. Do it.
You got this.
Absolutely.
This is your
Good Valley Giveaway is brought to you by Bodega 1205. We present to you our second Valley giveaway. Fill the people in, just Alex.
So y'all, I know we said last episode it was your last opportunity, but guess what?
You know what?
We're gonna run it back, okay? We want to see more people answer. We
Right.
appreciate all the entries that we got. Thank y'all
Thank you so much.
So we're gonna wrap off this $100 Visa gift card. That is correct. I said it. I'm gonna say it again. $100 Visa gift card. So here are the rules of the raffle. We need you to like and follow the Everyday Living in the Valley Facebook page and TikTok page. You must invite 10 people to our page. You must enter one of the secret words that have been broadcasted throughout all the episodes, starting with episode 5.
Episode 5, y'all.
Not 1 through 4. We said starting with episode 5. So go
5.
back, listen to those. You go to truevibes.net and click on Enter Valley Giveaway.
Well, guys, after the break, let's talk about the whole Kirk Franklin Father's Day documentary coming right up on Everyday Living in the Valley.
Living in the valley.
This portion of the program is brought to you by Bodega 1205. Give them a try today.
Living in the valley.
Family, culture, community. Do you have a taste for some Latin American cuisine or want to try something new? Well, add Bodega 1205 to your bucket list, where you can expect some freshly squeezed juices, some epic empanadas, and the most perfect pernil that's just like your Puerto Rican grandma's. Remember, guys, Bodega is not just food, it's an experience. And I personally go there at least 2 times a week for the experience. 19 12th Street, Columbus, Georgia, 31901. Family, culture, community. Bodega. Visit their website at bodega1205.com or give them a call at 706-221-3514. Your Valley giveaway secret word is journey. That's journey. Again, that's journey.
Living in the valley. All we do is talk about every day. Living in the valley. Come on and tune in to everyday. Living in the valley. All we do is talk about every day. Living in the valley. Come on and tune
Welcome to Everything Living in the Valley, where I'm your host, Mr. Distinguished.
And I'm your host, Jess Alex. Relationship, current events, dream interpretation, we cover them, and there is so much more. If you want more information on what's happening in the Valley, visit truevibes.net. Opportunities for advertisement, visit our website for details, truevibes.net. That's true, T-R-U, vibes.net. Let's get into this Kirk Franklin Father's Day documentary.
Right. Yeah, so it was really an eye-opener because I really didn't know that much about Kirk Franklin.
Never heard him talk about it, really.
I mean, I did hear like in a couple of his albums where he had mentioned, the possibility of being fostered and not really having parents like that. But I guess this really was an eye-opener or whatever.
Absolutely.
And very inspirational story. And it's unfortunate that, he had thought that one of the guys that was his dad really wasn't his dad.
Yeah, because he died 3 years ago or something like that? Yeah.
And, But you know what? I don't know. I think Kirk, this has given him a new, vitality, right?
I think
Finding his real dad.
absolutely.
But he was so close too. He was looking for him his whole life.
Yes.
And he was right there all along.
He stayed down the street around the corner from the studio or something like that.
I mean, it was like that, or his old house used to be like
in the neighborhood or something.
where his kids in front of something like that.
Right. And now he has a sister that he didn't know anything about.
Right. It's just
a lot for all of them to process because you look at that. Now, and I'm not saying the mom was being malicious or anything like that, but as women, we got to do better.
Right. But I don't know. I got also a sense that she didn't want to accept reality.
Of course not.
Right. It just seemed like even after the second DNA test, she was like, I can't accept this.
I mean, but you have to realize what you are. You have to take your personal feelings out, right? Because it's not about you.
Right.
It is about the kid and the dad. Now, if you told the dad, like, yeah, it's a possibility it's you or whatever, and, you know, he decided he didn't want to be in Kirk's life, then that's a different story. But there was never, the guy just found out that's his son.
I wonder how he know, because he probably know of Kirk Franklin for many years.
Of course. Who don't?
Right.
Like, in the
Especially-
African American
especially
community.
in that town or whatever.
Right. I mean,
so, like, seeing him, like, on TV
absolutely.
and stuff like that.
But isn't it weird that I guess a guy who Kirk was going to record with was like, I know this guy. And he really felt like that was Kirk's dad.
Right.
And you know, it's just weird how if this guy was able to piece this together, how many other people really thought that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like in the background, you know, especially in the African American
Listen,
families.
we look at folks and be like, dang, that look like so and so.
Yeah.
We don't mind saying that.
Or we'd be like, they sure enough don't look alike.
As a matter of fact, we would go even further and try to do the math.
Right.
I remember she was messing with someone, and you know what? Like 8-9 months later, such and such was born. And
I think that's the math.
You know what
right
we do now?
Yeah.
We do that. I want y'all to know we do that, and y'all
So
know we do
you're
that.
saying that this couldn't be the first conversation
No.
in the background.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have a cousin who pinned a baby on someone and it was not his.
Oh.
And the baby didn't look.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Didn't even look like guy.
Oh.
And that tore up some lives. So
yeah. For all parties.
it did. So as a female, you have to do better. We have to, regardless of who we want the dad to be or not. You know there's a possibility. Look, we know we ain't crazy now. Now, mind you, it could be that we slept with a couple of people at the same time.
Right.
And we don't know who the father is, but we can kind of narrow it down.
Yeah.
And we know.
And I like how, because you know that Kirk has been going through some things with his own child.
Yes. Ooh, yes. With the son. Oh.
Yes, with his own son.
Ooh.
And so this revelation is actually kind of helping to mend
He
that.
need that.
Right.
He need that.
And like the child, like his son needed that information too. It was, I don't know, it was surreal.
You know, I think sometimes when you grow up without, I'm not going to say a father figure, but when you grow up without this intricate part of your life,
Right.
it kind of excludes you from, now mind you, I know when we become an adult, you have the option to break those chains, to break those cycles,
Right.
you have the option to make your own choice. But people don't understand how hard it is to transition from being one way to another way. So if all Kirk knew to discipline his son is by, you know, hey, I just need you to man up. I need you to do this.
Right.
That's all he knew. I'm going to say we can't fault him from that.
Right.
Because that's all he knew.
Yeah, that was the parenting, I guess, style that he adopted.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. So yeah, maybe he had to change up some stuff and see like, okay, what I'm doing is not working and this ain't the way it need to be. But by him finding his real father, I think that was able to help mend some things for him,
Right.
help him look at some things in a different way and to actually see how his father is handling things.
Right.
Because his father could be like, you know, you a whole grown man.
Yeah, I don't need to know you, nigga.
Exactly. Like
Well,
like that little SpongeBob. I mean, I holla at y'all later.
Yeah.
I'm headed out. Bye.
But no, his father was actually pretty sweet. He was like, you know what? I'm going to let you at your own speed, at your own pace.
I like that.
Right.
I like that.
You know, if you want to come into my life.
Absolutely.
Or whoever else you want to invite.
Absolutely.
You know.
I think that was giving him the option and the opportunity to, because you got to process it. Listen, that's
Right.
a load. That's
That
a
is a
lot.
load.
Because you're thinking somebody that died like 3 years ago is your father. That's your dad.
Mm-hmm.
And now you find out somebody else is. I don't know personally what I would do in that instance. What do you think you would do?
I don't know. That's kind of
It's a lot of emotions and feelings.
emotion, especially not really being in that, particular,
Yeah,
phase, or just being
absolutely.
like you don't really. I don't know. That's a good question.
It makes you. I know that would listen. Now, if my mom did that to me, I'd be upset. I love my mama, but I would be upset.
Mm-hmm.
I would. There would be some explaining she would have to do to me.
Right.
And and the way that I think, and I'm a very logical person, y'all. I break everything down, analyze it. It probably wouldn't be nothing she could say that could really just make it be okay.
Right.
So it'll be like, she'd be like, I'm sorry. Nah, but my mom,
But I wonder how common that is. Like,
I think it happens on, listen, all them little TV shows that be on there, especially the Maury. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And they all run back. Y'all already know them. Listen, you know that ain't that kid, Dad.
Yeah.
And they be all over on the screen. Look at him. He look just like her. She look just like him.
they got the same eyelashes.
Exactly. And then it's not yours. And you all running back there in the back, falling all out and stuff.
Oh, look at the ankles. Look at his ankle. Now look at his ankle.
Exactly. It's
Tell me
crazy.
that's not the same ankle.
It's just crazy to me. It is so crazy. It is. It
Right.
is. I will say that I was blessed to have my dad in my life.
Right.
Did we get along all the time? No.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And I guess in hindsight, because he wasn't an emotional person.
I can get that.
Yeah, he wasn't an emotional person. So now, me being in an adult's world or whatever, I kind of understand that.
Because you're not an emotional person. That's why you kind of understand it, because you're not emotional
Yeah.
either. But this is something that I did realize. Like, when we are in our, I don't know, elementary years, middle school, high school. Well, really, our elementary years is what shape how we're going to be when we become adults, right? So if I was taught not to be emotional,
Right.
or not loving and just really just, I don't care, that's how you're going to be as an adult.
Right.
So, and that's a protective style as well, because it's avoiding any type of emotional contact, and even the thought of it scares you, and it even just like, nah, I ain't gonna open myself up to you, like, for what?
Man, nigga, who are you?
Exactly. Like, you finna come on here, you think you finna just do anything to me?
Right.
So I think that also, and that's not saying that, your parents inflict trauma, because my mom did not inflict trauma on me.
I just
My
feel
dad
like
did not inflict trauma.
They all did the best.
They did
Right.
what they could do. I commend my mom for being a single mother. That's not saying my dad was not there. My dad was amazing. He was an amazing man. But when it came to just not learning how to, I did not know how to navigate my feelings,
Right.
and talk about feelings, and just really be like, I'm really depressed. How do I deal with this? And the first thing I was told was, you just keep it moving.
Well, I think just us as African Americans,
You suck it up.
you suck it up.
You keep it moving, and you pray to God.
And you don't really talk about depression.
You pray to God.
You pray to God.
And He gonna take it away.
And if that doesn't help,
I don't know what to tell you. You gotta figure it out. And that's the way we was raised. Like, that's like the way I was raised. Not saying my mom didn't love me. Not saying my dad didn't love me. Like you said, they did the best they could do. But when it came to feelings, baby, that was
Dead.
it. So my parenting style was the same
Right.
until my children was like, oh, no, mama, I don't know what you're doing, but that ain't it right here.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I have my children to teach me how to feel, y'all, because I didn't know how to feel. So that's something new. And I think with Kirk, it's just some things that he had to learn that's going to be new.
Yeah.
It's going to feel awkward. It's going to feel strange, but it's going to be for the best.
Right.
Yes.
Well, guys, that's it for today. We hope that you enjoyed today's show. Join us next week for another exciting episode of Everyday Living in the Valley.
Living in the valley.
This has been a True Vibes Entertainment production. For more information on what's going on in the Valley and more, visit our website at truevibes.net. That's true as in TRU, the word vibes.net.